Hi, my name is Johnny Lee, and I'm going to show you how to create a cheap electronic whiteboard system using the Nintendo Wii remote. Now, just like my other video on tracking your fingers using the Wiimote, this project is also only going to use the infrared camera built into the front of each controller. Now, this camera is sensitive only to sources of infrared light, which is why it can track things like the Nintendo sensor bar, light bulbs, or candles. So if we want to track pens on an electronic whiteboard, all we have to do is create pens that emit infrared light. The light pen is composed of an infrared LED, a push button switch, and a connection to a power supply, which could easily be a battery. When I push the button, the LED turns on. This is basically an LED flashlight in a pen form factor. If you want to make one for yourself, you just start off with a shell from a normal ink pen and then glue in your components. Now behind me is a projected image of my computer. Now if I want to interact with that image with my light pens, I have to make sure that the Wii remote can always see the tip of the pen. To do this, I have to put the Wiimote off to the side so I don't block its view when I'm in front of the projected image. I've made this little stand for my Wiimote, but you can use any material you have around the house to prop it up in the right orientation. Now when I put it on the shelf, I have to make sure it's pointed at the screen so we can see the whole area. Now it's important to remember that the Wiimote has a field of view of about 45 degrees. So make sure you're back far enough to see the whole screen, but not too far back, because otherwise you'll lose tracking resolution. Once I connect the Wiimote to the computer over Bluetooth, I can do a standard 4-point touch calibration like they do on most electronic whiteboards. What this does is it maps the camera coordinates to the projector coordinates, and now the cursor will show up wherever my pen is, and I can simulate a mouse and draw in a drawing program or manipulate my windows. One nice thing about using the Wiimote to do this is any surface I can project onto, I can basically turn into an interactive whiteboard. Now what I have here is a projector mounted onto a tripod, which is kind of a generally useful thing to do anyway. And it's now pointing at this tabletop. And the Wiimote is actually attached to the projector, so we can have this top-down view of this display. Again, after I do the 4-point touch calibration, I can now use my pen just like a mouse, and I can interact with my table like it's a multi-$1,000 interactive whiteboard. Additionally, because the Wii remote can track up to 4 points simultaneously, if we use 2 pens, this is actually a multi-touch interactive system. If you don't happen to have a projector, you can still use the same technique with a liquid crystal display. We simply mount the Wii remote, point it at our display, and then do our 4-point touch calibration. Now we can essentially turn any liquid crystal display into a multi-touch tablet surface. So that's how, with the Nintendo Wii remote and some infrared LED light pens, you can create your own really low-cost multi-touch interactive whiteboard system or multi-touch tablet PC. Now, in truth, the tracking resolution you're going to get off the camera is not going to be as good as one of the commercial products, but it's pretty good and it's much, much cheaper. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to try out the software, you can go to my website and download a copy and try it out for yourself. Thanks for watching.